So guys, when I woke up earlier, I put the TV on and I went on YouTube just to see who's put what videos out. And lo and behold, I see everywhere that Keir Starmer in the UK Prime Minister, is going to be announcing mandatory digital IDs at his coming conference in the next few days. Apparently, in the next few days, he's going to unveil mandatory digital IDs for every citizen in the UK. Okay? Now, this is another step. This is the step. This is a very big step towards the mark of the beast. There's going to be a digital ID. There's going to be a digital wallet, banking system, digital money, and eventually digital keys. You're not going to be able to access anywhere without... Guys, these things that they're setting up are going to go on the chip inside the head or the hand, which is the mark of the beast. The digital ID, a digital wallet, that will be the next thing. Digital passports. You're not going to be able to travel. You're not going to be able to buy or sell. You're not going to be able to do anything one day unless you have the new tech embedded in your body. They have told us this. Yet the public still will not listen. And not only will they still not listen, but they are voting for it. They want it. You're going to see in this article that I'll read to you in a minute, the majority of people in this country in the UK signed up for it. They want digital ID. You're signing up for your own enslavement. You are signing up to one day, setting up one day for you to take the mark of the beast. Wake up. So there are many articles out there about this, but this is just one of the ones I chose. Card crackdown. Starmer to announce digital ID cards for Brits in just days to help crack down on illegal immigrants. Everyone with the legal right to be in the UK may be required to have them. That's every single citizen in the UK. That's every person forced to have a digital ID. Starmer is expected to make the announcement as early as the next Labour Party conference, which starts September the 28th, according to the Financial Times. Finer details of the scheme are understood to still be in the works, so this timeline could change. But for him, the digital IDs could play an important role in making the UK less desirable as a place for migrants wanting to come here illegally. Now, it all sounds very good, guys, doesn't it? They're stopping illegal immigration. They're going to shut down the borders. Look, this was their plan altogether. They kept the borders wide open for years under Tony Blair, under David Cameron, now under Starmer. Every Prime Minister we've had in the UK has left the borders wide open to migrants, right? And they have came here and they have caused division. The government have caused division between us and the migrants. You've got the far right, you've got the left, and then you've got the division, divide and conquer. They're using divide and conquer. Two wings to the same bird, two separate wings. The right, the left. They're dividing and conquering. Their plan was to cause division and problems from the borders to be able to enforce the digital ID. It was their plan from the beginning, okay? Problem, solution. They create the problem and they come up with the solution. That's exactly what they've done. The plan from the beginning was to bring in a digital ID, and they used the migrants and open borders to bring it about. But the scheme could also only be rolled out to a narrow group of people, and plans may be reconsidered even further. Nonetheless, a nationwide rollout would not require a dramatic change for the public. Speaking to the BBC, Starmer said, "We all carry a lot more digital ID now than we did 20 years ago. More than half of Brits have been in favour of a digital identification system, according to a poll by More in Common last year, where 53% supported it. 53% of Brits in the UK supported digital ID. Shame on you. You will hang your heads in shame on the day of the Lord. New Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood shared earlier this month, "My long-term personal political view has always been in favour of ID cards. The system," she suggested, "could help with illegal working enforcement and deal with the pull factors that are making the UK a destination of choice for many migrants." Growing calls for the policy came after it was revealed that small boat migrants are brazenly breaking the law by working as Deliveroo and Just Eat delivery riders. Well, you didn't care though, did you, for the decades that you left the borders wide open on purpose? You didn't care then. You only care now that Donald Trump's come over to the UK as the first president for his second state visit, pushing a massive investment in AI and data plants. Why? Why is that? You're building a massive AI surveillance tracking and monitoring state, aren't you, in the UK under Donald Trump and all the technocrats? The B system. It's clear. And you've used the borders and the migrants to bring about mandatory digital IDs, which is going to be a part of the mark of the beast. Your digital ID, your mobile banking, your digital banking, it's all going to be on a chip inside the hand and the head, just like we were warned in Revelation 13, 16, 17. One component of the scheme looks to give every person who has a legal right to be in the UK a digital ID, which can be easily accessed on their phone. You see, guys? You see? They're going to give every person who has the legal right to be in the UK a digital ID. Every single person living in the UK that's not here illegally is going to be forced to have a digital ID. The illegals will probably be sent back, sent away. They've used this to bring in the digital ID. They've done it on purpose. Order out of chaos. Divide and conquer. This includes people with legalised immigration status and British citizens. You see, there's the key point there, look. And British citizens, that's all of us in the UK. But the programme's success will likely depend on everyone having the them, whatever that means. You see, this includes people with legalised immigration status and British citizens. If not, the government would have to be on top of both the digital and paper system. It is believed the digital IDs would most likely be used for checking people's right to work and eligibility for a home rental contract. You see, if you don't have a digital ID, you can't rent a home. If you don't have a digital ID, you can't work. You see, and one day you will not be able to buy or sell. This is what's coming. This is what they're setting up. If you look on the Gov website, look at the Gov logo. On the Gov website in the UK, the Gov logo has the lion beast stood up on its back legs as a man. The beast that Daniel spoke of, the beast that John spoke of in Revelation. That very beast is on the coat of arms of King Charles, the British monarchy, and that same beast is on the government logo. The government are working for Satan. They're under the devil. And the Antichrist, I believe, is here on the world stage right now. I said it for a while now, and I believe that it's Donald Trump. Could I be wrong? Yes. Do I think I am? No. I think he's the lion, the man stood on his back legs. I think it's Trump. And I think the government are under Satan and they're bringing the mark of the beast. The beast's going to rise from the sea. Could be America or the UK. Or both together. So, he's expected to announce in a few days. They said the 28th of September, but it could be delayed depending on what's going on. But he's expected to announce digital IDs for every UK citizen in the next couple of days. compulsory. We have to have them in order to rent homes, work, and eventually buy and sell. The mark of the beast is nearly here, but the world wants to carry on living in disbelief. You're in for a rude awakening. You will answer to the Lord when he returns, because we're heading down that road. There's going to be a divide. There's going to be those of us who believe in Jesus who are going to resist. I'm not doing it. I'm not taking the mark of the beast. I'm not taking it. I know what it is. It's in the hand and in the head. It's a chip. I'm not taking it. To the death. I'm not taking it. No one who believes in Jesus is going to take it. Now, we're going to go back into it again. There's going to be talks about the rapture. Read Revelation. There are believers in Jesus being put to death for resisting the mark. Read Revelation. Let's not have an argument about it. I could present you scriptures for it. I can tell you when the rapture happens. And it's not before, it's after. But either way, if you don't believe that, that's fine. That's your choice. And we shouldn't fall out over it. But the point is, the mark's coming. It's being set up. The mark of the beast coming. Digital ID, digital banking, digital keys on a chip or in the head, brain-computer interface. You've took the mark. And there's a lot more going on, guys. Donald Trump met with the tech giants for dinner in America. He's kicked all this off. Donald Trump's kicked this off. He's the one pushing this globally, right? He had a dinner with all the tech giants before any of this stuff with the UK. He had a dinner with the tech giants in America. Mark Zuckerberg, Google, all these social media apps on your phone. They're going to implant them in your body. They're going to implant the phone in you. That's I don't understand what you think they're doing.
I think it will go. It will. First of all, it will definitely happen. I was talking about 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual kind of the most common interface. Wow. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.
Trump comes over to the UK for his second UK state visit. He's the only president in history to ever have a second UK state visit. And yet no one's talking about it. Why is he getting special treatment? Maybe because he's the beast. It rises from the sea. Look on the map. Geographically, America. And people will just go, oh, you're wrong. They won't listen. Well, fine. That's your choice. Don't listen. But it's coming, regardless of what you say or think. They are setting it up. They've done, I think, billions. I don't know in total. Google, Nvidia, Microsoft, all under Trump. Billions and billions of dollars of investments in AI infrastructure in the UK and the US. That's your surveillance tracking monitoring system. You are going to be forced to take a digital implant in your hand or in your head to participate in the new system that they're bringing about. King Charles, Keir Starmer, Donald Trump, the corporations, the banks, the top bank, BlackRock, that owns everything. The World Economic Forum, the United Nations, the World Health Organization, they have told you time and time again what's coming, and the people are still voting for it. Yeah, digital ID is a great idea. Would love a digital ID on my phone. Even though they have told us that phones are going to be obsolete after 2030, they're getting rid of the phones. So if there's going to be a digital ID on your phone, but they've said they're getting rid of phones in the future, right? Where's it going? Where's your digital banking going that's going to be on the phone? Where's your digital ID that's going to be on your phone? Where's it going? It's going on a chip in your head or your hand. You've got Christians out there right, that refuse to see it. Read the book of Revelation from chapter 13 onwards. Okay? There's a lot of false teachers out there, a lot of false teaching on many things. Read Revelation and you will be told all you need to know. Now, God is coming, but we're going to witness some things. We're already starting to see the change. It's coming. He says in Revelation 3:11, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." What does he mean? He means your crown of life. Let no man take your crown. Now, where are the elite, the government and everyone trying to chip? They're doing brain-computer interface in the crown, in the head. Okay? Jesus tells you to hold that fast which you hast, that no man take thy crown. Do not let no man take your crown of life. Okay? He also says in Revelation 2:10, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." Christians don't seem to want to read these verses, do they? Neuralink, which is Elon's brain computer chips, Neuralink targets 20,000 brain chip patients by 2031. Okay, that was recently published on July the 25th, 2025. Last updated August the 4th, 2025. So I want to show you something now. You've only got to type it in on Google. He's not just trying to do 20,000 brain chips by 2031. He said from 2031 onwards, he's going to be chipping 20,000 people a year annually. He's going to chip 20,000 people in the brain every year. Elon Musk's Neuralink aims to implant chips in 20,000 people per year by 2031. So obviously the rest of the article goes on to talk about he's got 1 billion in annual revenue from these implants. He's talking about curing blind sight, false prophet of Revelation, I think he is, guys. He's restoring vision, and he's saying he's going to help Parkinson's disease. He started out on disabled people, but I'm just going to stay with disabled people. He's going to chip 20,000 people per year from 2031 onwards. I think that the chip in the brain is the mark of the beast of the forehead. The chip in the hand will be the right hand. And obviously you have the US firms pledge 150 billion investment in UK as tech deals signed. So I personally think that Donald Trump is the man of sin. I think he's the lion, the beast. And I think that the government, the world leaders are going to give their power over to the beast. They're going to give their power over to him. He's building AI infrastructure in the UK, US, data plants, brain computer. It's all for brain computer interface. The public ain't waking up. They don't understand. I think God sent them strong delusion. They're going to believe the lie. He says in 2 Thessalonians, because they refuse to believe the truth, he's going to send them strong delusion. They're going to end up going to hell with the government and with Trump. But yeah, they are literally building data plants. It's for brain-computer interface to store your human DNA and your data of your human body. They want to chip the brain and they want to chip the hand. Right hand and forehead, like we were warned in the Bible in Revelation 13, 16, 17. Revelation 13, 16, 18. "And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. 666.
We achieved more in 6 months than
almost any administration could accomplish in 8 years, and we're going to have a lot of good 6 months left. We're going to have a 6 and another 6 and another 6, and we'll keep going. And we're going to really do something.
We're going to have a 6 and another 6 and another 6, and we'll keep going.
I think we found the guy. I think we finally found out who the man of sin is, the son of perdition. I think that Donald Trump is the Antichrist. I think he's the beast stood up, given the mind of a man. The number of the man, 666. I think it's him. He's the lion.
Number 8, we will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. For years, Congress has required biometric entry-exit visa tracking systems, but it has never been completed. The politicians are all talk, no action, never happens, never happens. Hillary Clinton, all talk. Unfortunately, when there is action, it's always the wrong decision. Do you ever notice? In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
The Internet of Bodies, an ecosystem of internet-connected devices that can alter the capabilities of our bodies, collect personal, intimate data about us so we can learn more about and improve ourselves. We're currently living in an era that's defined by what people are calling the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things. Many devices are moving onto and into our bodies. There's a small but growing movement of people who are early adopters of radical technologies like self-implanted devices. I met a man named Aaron who had about 7 microchips implanted in various parts of his hands. These chips are about the size of a grain of rice and are implanted just under the surface of the skin with an enormous syringe. Aaron was able to unlock his smart front door with 1 microchip and scan another chip with his phone and pull up his personal website. Some of you might start Googling where you can get your microchip implanted, but others of you are probably a bit more cautious about the idea. Even though it's a proven safe technology, it's basically the same technology we use to chip our dogs and cats.
I was talking about 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual, kind of the most common interface. Wow. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.
So I think we're there. I think we can all see what's going on. The mark of the beast is being set up. I think the beast is Donald Trump. I think it's coming out of America. And I think the UK is going to be a part of it. You know, the UK is going to be a part of it because the Gov website, the UK Gov website, has the beast on it that Daniel spoke of and John spoke of in Revelation. That lion beast stands up as a man, the Antichrist. It's on the UK Gov website. It's also on King Charles's coat of arms. That's his coat of arms, his badge. So the beast system's nearly here, guys. It's there in front of you. Even on King Charles's coat of arms, the dragon gives the beast his power, his seat, and great authority. You're going to see the Antichrist now. I think it's Trump. I used to think it was Charles, but then I realised it's Trump. Because we know his characteristics, because Daniel calls him the little horn, and he looks more stout than his fellows. He's more bigger, plump. He's speaking great things and flatteries. He will obtain the kingdom through flatteries. And that's what he's doing now. We're going to do this. We're going to clean up our streets. We're going to bring back the jobs. We're going to have prosperity. We're going to have peace. He's talking flatteries. Okay? He will also divide up the land through Palestine, Gaza. He's going to divide up the land like that way. Okay? And they've just literally announced I'm going to have to do another video. There's so much going on at once. they've just announced that they are accepting a Palestinian state. So they've put it through. They are going to be going ahead with Palestinian state. So they're dividing up Jesus' land. Officially now on the news. When he returns, he says they divided up my land. He's going to gather the nations down to the valley, right? And he's going to enter into judgment with them concerning his people and his inheritance, Israel. And he says, they scattered among the nations as they divided up my land. They've just done a Palestinian state, which has divided up his land. It's all happening. The beast system, dividing up the land. I think Trump's the beast. I think he's the Antichrist. And I think Elon Musk is the false prophet that's going to be putting the mark in people's head. He's going to set up an image to the Antichrist and force the world to worship it. When they refuse, they're going to be put to death. Remember, Jesus said, believe in his death, burial, resurrection. The gospel that saves. We're living in crazy times, guys. And before I finish up, I just want to add this one last thing. I don't want to make it too long. But Trump posted this. The world will soon understand nothing can stop what is coming. And Trump is stood in front of the world with his arms out like he's a saviour. Whilst the world's engulfed in flames. Okay? He's the first president to have a second UK state visit. King Charles did nothing but bend the knee to him. You could clearly see Charles was trying to please Trump. Okay? Charles isn't in charge. He might be now, but soon he's not going to be. Because the Antichrist is going to be given his crown, his seat and great authority, and he's going to come from the sea. Now, it could be the UK and America together as the beast that rises from the sea. But I truly believe that Trump could be the Antichrist because he posted this. Real Donald Trump. That's his official account on X. And he posted this. The world will soon understand. Understand what? That he's the beast. And that the mark of the beast has been set up. His investment with the UK, with AI, infrastructure, billions of dollars towards tech, tracking and monitoring surveillance state. And before I go, I'll add one more thing in. So much. Facial recognition deployed in every supermarket in the UK. Well, not every supermarket, but it's going to be. They're gradually bringing it out. Sainsbury's. Okay? All different supermarkets. Asda. Tesco's. And various others named. Scanning people's faces in the supermarket, ready for the mark of the beast in the forehead and in the hand. And now I'm going to finish this video off with people buying and selling, and I know you've all already seen it on my channel, but for any newcomers that might come along or see it, this is what's coming. Revelation 13, 16, 17, he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Whoever takes the mark of the beast will not be forgiven. They will be cast into the lake of fire. They're going to drink the wine of the wrath of God when he returns. The Bible's clear in Revelation 14, 9, 10, 11. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worships the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up for ever and ever. And they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, And whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. I repeat, whosoever receives the mark of his name. For those of you who think you can be forgiven for taking the mark of the beast. No. You will have the wrath of God on you. Fire and brimstone. He tells you that in Revelation 14. The gospel of your salvation. Written in 1 Corinthians 15, 3-4. For I delivered unto you first of all that which I also received, how that Christ died for our sins according to the scriptures, and that he was buried, and that he rose again the third day according to the scriptures. God's alive. He's coming back. He's coming to save his people. God bless.
Good, you okay?
Not bad. 77 pound 3 pence, yeah?
Yes, that's right, yes. Okay. Doesn't work? Oh, there we go.
How do you do it?
Magic.
Huh?
Magic.
Ah, magic.
We're in China, and this is how advanced cashless payment is in this country. Right, I've never seen this before actually. Wasabi Lays. I'm going to try them. Right, so now I'm going to pay for it. I've left my phone and my card at home. I've actually got nothing. Palm pay.
Look at that, how crazy.
Mate, this country is blowing my mind. It's paid with my palm. Register your palm. I'd set your card up, and no matter where your phone is, anywhere in the world, you can pay with your palm print.
It's to do with the vessels or something in it, we were getting told. So however clever is that? That is literally one of the best things I've ever seen. I'm at Whole Foods and I'm about to pay for my groceries with my...
You know, they say we living in the future. But this is the future. I don't want to be a part of that. That's why.
That's the coolest thing ever.
In China, you can pay for train using your palm.
More in 6 months than almost any administration could accomplish in 8 years, and we're going to have a lot of good 6 months left. We're going to have a 6 and another 6 and another 6, so we'll keep going, and we're going to really do something.
We're going to have a 6 and another 6 and another 6, so we'll keep going.
Excuse us, guys. Excuse us. Excuse us. Thank you. Excuse us. Thank you.
A Baphomet costume. It has a Baphomet head on it and an upside down cross in the centre.
That's
of
the beast with
Baphomet's
two
head,
horns
as you
like a
can see
lamb.
here.
Speaks like a
Turns out
dragon.
this costume
The
is
second
from a
beast.
shop called Abracadabra. Yeah, it's called the Devil's Champion leather armor set. It costs $7,500.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon.
We're summoning the demon.
Like a plug in my head that's going to fit into a hard drive? Like, or how does that work?
Yeah. A chip and a bunch of tiny wires.
This would be implanted surgically?
And it would do what? Could you input? Could you download Jim?
Yes.
What?
Revelation 19:20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. Revelation 20:10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and they shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Revelation 20:15. And whoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Digital IDs are rumoured to be discussed at the conference coming in the next few days. Keir Starmer will be announcing digital IDs for all UK citizens.